Back again for something of a sequel now to the first vampire video I did involving my hero posse, and this is actually a little bit of an immediate follow-up to the previous battle. Now you can see here my health is in a bit better shape, looking about like it was when the last one ended. This is actually my counterattack now. This was the army this was left over of the Lord of Change's army. He originally had 2 Chaos Giants and of course more soldiers than he has now. We did kill. It was quite a battle. Unfortunately, I didn't save the replay of that first one when my main army was still in its prime before it was just the hero force. But we killed quite a few warriors. But unfortunately, he did get a victory, and so here we are. Once again, we'll take a look what he's got. He's got a giant. He's got some Chaos Knights, some chariots, some Chaos Warriors, chosen with great weapons. He's got the new wizard that is in charge of the army because we did kill the Lord of Change in the previous fight. I just had my heroes rush him, and then that's how we did it. Some more trolls, some chosen, some Chaos Warriors with halberds, some more chosen, and some more Chaos Warriors, and Chaos Knights, and more Chaos Chariots. And of course, on my side, now I do not even have my 2 little units that I had before. So we'll get this going. Now this video is of course about 18 minutes long. Obviously I'm not going to play the whole thing, and we'll just speed things up a bit. So first thing I did is actually I did like I did before, and I fled into the woods. Now it didn't occur to me at the first time, but I actually got hidden by doing this, and so I was able to sit in here basically with impunity and just recover all of the health on my wizards. So this is the mod I was referring to last time, in that they are slightly different, and I also have a bit of a reskin, so my guys are a little bit darker looking, more black than they are red. And yeah, so the game goes on, and now I realize that he's got to try and find me, so we'll speed this up even more so. As you can see, once again I'm doing the exact same thing I did last time and just sitting there and spamming my heal, because it is of course not an actual spell. The only spell that I have is the heal that my Vampire Lord has, the Invocation of Nehek, which I'm then using to heal my whites as well as my Vampire himself. So as you can see, it's been procced right now. Oh no, that's his Benediction, Dark Benediction to give him leadership. His stats were all over the place as far as what I was trying to level up. But I realize that the giant is way out of formation, so I run out of the woods, quickly run out, and instantly down the giant, realize that I kill him, and then run right back into the forest. Now obviously that points out where I am, and his army still continues to advance, and I sit right back in the woods and go back to healing. But there you go, that was a Chaos Giant going down in a few seconds, essentially. Keep the game going at full speed. So you can see I was super patient about this, because I knew that the only chance I had, and I didn't want to lose this, because I've put in some time trying to do this campaign. I didn't want to lose my hero posse. But for about 10 minutes, my guys just sat in the woods, and then of course they get discovered by some trolls. So we're going to slow this back down again as the battle begins. And once again, the same thing starts happening. Boom, boom. We do, of course, have a collection of magic gear as well, which does add to the ability of my guys to just kill. But the army starts coming in. We actually break the trolls and they run off the map, because right near the edge it makes them so they just flee directly off. And now his Chaos Knights get a charge along with the chariots. Now I'm a bit split up this time. Unlike last time where my guys were all together, the forest has kind of disrupted their charges, and so I actually have room now and my forces are attacking, which obviously, as you could guess, just goes in my favor. So both of those units then either they break or they reform to try and charge again. Either way, I was okay with it because I get some respite so my guys can group up. Cannons are still coming in. I wanted to get further into the woods because I do know that forests will help protect you against it. Let's see, can I get... There we go, I'll get stuff to disappear a little bit. You can see the main force is now trying to kind of outflank, but I'm not really clear what they were doing. Either way, I see his Chaos Knights, and I figure I've got a chance now to run out and get a quick kill, just like I did to the giant. But I think I failed to recognize just how many of them there were, and so I decided instead that I'm going to go for the cannons while he's there. Now, she is a little bit further behind. We've got Sophie the Reaper, and then all of a sudden those Chaos Knights turn back around and jump on her. And I didn't catch this. I was actually caught up on watching this group, who was getting bombarded by cannons, and I was backing up and forth with my, or backing around with my 2 heals, or my 1 heal, and then the heal that everyone has independently, to try and get closer. And then, of course, Sophie is stuck and gets left behind from the group. So she is back there fighting an entire unit of Chaos Warriors and Chaos Knights. As the rest of the force does make it in, though, everyone's pretty hurt. Elsa and Bruno are taking a lot of damage as we jump on the cannons. And, of course, we've got Sophie sitting in here by herself, having to fight against this army of Chaos Warriors. So they, of course, swing at her from every direction. Not much she can do about it. Just taking damage, but gets a few hits back and forth. Of course, she's quite durable, though, because she is a hero, and she's, like I said, pretty friggin' high level. I didn't mount them, though. I did that mostly because of one of the sieges came up. I don't like fighting on horses, because I like being able to go on the walls. And now here it is. I knew that I would get surrounded, but after how awesome I did last battle, I figured that that would be okay. And so here it is. We've got basically my heroes all fighting back to back. He doesn't have as many cav and chariots this time as the previous army did. I'm popping all of my buffs. You can see just how many bonuses are on all my guys right now. And yeah, so I'm going to speed this up a bit because this essentially just carries on. Now, amusing part is that Sophie, who is over here all by herself, is using her self-heal and actually staying alive. And it says she's losing, but it keeps shifting between losing to combat even by herself. And as you can see, her health is still just going up. The enemy's already tired because they had to run all over the map, and my forces are, of course, not. In the center here, we have the group fighting back to back to back. My White Kings are always popping their abilities as much as they can, trying to get kills. Every time you see my characters attack, they just throw back the wave of troops. Even if they're Chaos Warriors, doesn't seem to help them. So let's speed this up a bit. The chariots start coming in, coming out, but nothing I can do about it, so I just continue to fight. As Chaos Knights charge in as well, I just continue to pop abilities again and again and again. And while this is happening, back in the woods, Sophie is still fighting, holding off this this extra wave of troops. She's starting to get hurt, though. Her health is going down, but I recognize now that she was in the open and she could have got away, but cavalry come back and get her. In the center, though, we're still alive. I think I've lost one of my White Kings at this point, or I'm about to, because I do believe one of them goes down from this, but thankfully they do get the ability to come back after the battle. Because that whole dead rise again, really handy when you don't have much in your army, because it's pretty reliable to come back. There it is, trying to fire my ruby ring. There it is, the woman unit got wiped out, and that was one of my White Kings right there, I do believe. But, as you can see, the army breaks. There's only one Hell Cannon left. Everybody rallies together, and we rush to the Hell Cannon. Last 50 seconds are us just destroying it. Done. And that is the end of that little fight. Another heroic victory for the vampires in this ridiculous battle of heroes versus the world. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think about Vampire Team 1. See you later.